This is ridiculous. And that's because I need a haircut. But unfortunately, the person who cuts my hair has broken haircutting equipment. This is their clippers and they work intermittently. Let's check it out. So they're working now, but as you can see, the wire has frayed. So we're gonna fix it. Gonna try something a little bit different in Fusion 360. And we'll do both angles. All right, let's get to drawing. First things first, we will create a new project. We'll call it Miscellaneous Repairs, because we're probably gonna have more. Insert those pictures we took, which is called a canvas. And we'll get those in there. Put that one on this plane. And let's go ahead and leave that where it is. And then let's insert the other one. Again, this will give us our profile here so that we have something to work on. So the first thing we'll do with these is calibrate. And we're working with this one here. So we know that the whole thing is about 31 millimeters. So we'll calibrate that one, and then we also need to calibrate this one, 31 millimeters. All right, so let's see how well these line up with one another. Pretty close. Let's go ahead and move this one. There, that ought to do it. So then after that, what we want to do is we want to center this guy a little bit, and we'll use that dot as a reference. And then same thing here. We'll center this one. Again, kind of using this area as a reference. There, that looks better. All right, so let's get the sketch going. We're going to create a sketch on this surface. So we'll start by tracing this guy here, and we know this should be about 5.75. We'll go down. We know that's 2.8. And then this only goes back a millimeter. And this will go down 2.7. And then we'll finish the whole thing there. Back to the center line. And this will close our sketch. We want to close this off because we'll have 3 different extrusion lengths. So that'll close it off. It'll give us kind of 3 separate sections to extrude. So let's extrude this one out. And that one will be 5.75. We'll extrude this one will be 4.75. And then this one will be 5.5. All right. So if we turn those off, we can now see we've got a rough shape of what we're looking at. So let's turn these canvases back on. We're going to sketch these profiles now. All right, so we'll create sketch on this face, and we'll start right there, and we're just going to get a rough shape. This doesn't need to be a science. So we'll get that one. So now we have 2 bodies here. And then we're going to sketch on this face here, this contour, or profile, if you will. Again, so now we have the 2 bodies there. So we'll extrude those. which will be a cut. I'm going to go this way. We're going to say all, and that'll be a cut. So then we get that shape there. And then we'll take this other sketch and do the same thing. We'll extrude that. It'll be a cut. We'll say all and click OK. So now we're starting to get the main gist of the shape going. So you can kind of see we have that profile there. Okay, so we'll inspect the body, make sure everything's fit to the lines so we can go ahead and mirror it and the two bodies will be joined. So it looks like it's on the green axis and the red axis, but it looks like it's off the blue a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and clean that up. And we're just going to say move, and we're going to say body. And we're going to do a point-to-point move. So the origin point will be here, and then the target point will be there. So that gets us right on the line. So when we go ahead and mirror this, we'll have the two bodies next to one another. So we'll turn these sketches off, and we're going to say create, mirror. We're going to mirror a body, this one here, and then the mirror plane, we're going to do it on that. All right, so now you can see we have half of the object. That's how we'll print it, so we can glue it together. But we do need to add in the section for the wires. So we're going to say create sketch, and we're going to work on this plane here. And we're already on the center, so we'll create an ellipse 3 millimeters out, and we'll do it 6 millimeters wide. All right, so we'll take this sketch and we'll extrude this through the shape, and it will cut it all the way. So we're going to say distance all, and click OK. All right, so there's our channel for our wire. Save as an STL, and we will import this into our slicer software. And we can get this set up for 3D printing and export the G-code. So we'll say import STL. There's our body. And the way we want to print this will be on a flat surface there. We'll copy it, so then we can move it so it's next to this one here, and then we'll rotate and get them pretty well centered. All right, so we'll slice this now. Well, you're going to use the 0.15 millimeter speed. And what's great about this is we can actually see how this will print layer by layer. So you can see we're going to have kind of a stacked series to give us that profile, which that's all right. It's not perfect, but this is just a repair, so don't have to do fine detail. We have a small bridge here, and the 3D printers tend to hand these pretty well. So we can kind of see how the tool path will work there on that layer with the bridge. So let's go ahead and export the G-code. Take it about 20 minutes to print, and we'll go ahead and print. Here's the original, and here are the two components printed together. Moment of truth. On, off, on, off. Look at that. And it's not frayed anymore. All right. Maybe I can get a haircut.